incident, the training hall of Galaxy Peace Academy was silent. Too silent. Every alien cadet stood frozen, watching something they never thought possible. Their strongest officer, Commander Zix, had just made a terrible mistake. He had hit a human. The sound of the slap still echoed in the air. Jake Miller, a young human cadet, lay on the floor. His face was red from the hit, but something was strange. Jake didn't try to protect himself when he fell. Instead, he held a small metal box tight against his chest. He protected that box like it was more important than his own life. "Get up, weak human," Commander Zix shouted. He was a Krellian, a race of tall, strong warriors with gray skin and 4 arms. "You dare to disobey me in my training hall?" Jake slowly got to his knees. Blood dripped from his lip, but his eyes were not scared. They were cold, dangerous. "I told you, sir," Jake said quietly. "I cannot put the box down. It's against Earth military rules." The other cadets whispered to each other. There were 50 different alien species in the hall. Blue-skinned Varans, snake-like Sessex, rock-covered thorns. They all watched the human with curiosity. For 3 months, Jake had been the perfect cadet. He never complained. He never fought back when others pushed him. He always followed orders. Except for one thing, he never let go of that small box. Commander Zix moved closer. His heavy boots made loud sounds on the metal floor. Thud, thud, thud. "Humans," Zix said with disgust. "The galaxy's newest species. You have no scales, no claws, no natural weapons. You're soft, weak like little pets." Some cadets laughed. Others stayed quiet. They remembered the war. Humans had joined the galaxy only 5 years ago, but they had surprised everyone. They won battles they should have lost. Nobody understood how. "Sir, please step back," Jake said. His hand moved to the box. "Are you threatening me, cadet?" Zix laughed. It was an ugly sound. "What's in your little box? Your lunch? A toy from Earth? Maybe pictures of your mommy?" More laughter from the crowd. Jake stood up slowly. He was smaller than Zix. Most humans were smaller than other species. But something had changed in the room. The temperature felt colder. The light seemed darker. "Last warning, sir," Jake said. "Please step back." Zix's face turned purple with anger. Nobody warned him. He was Commander Zix. He had fought in 30 battles. He had killed dangerous enemies. No weak human would disrespect him. "You want to keep your box so badly?" Zix raised one of his forearms. "Then hold it while you learn about pain." Slap! The hit was harder this time. Jake flew backward. He hit the wall hard, crash. But even while flying through the air, he held the box. He protected it with his body as he crashed down. The box hit the ground. Its lock broke. The lid opened just a little bit. A sound came from inside. A sound that made every alien in the room freeze. It was growling. Deep, angry growling. Like something wild was inside. Something that wanted to get out. Jake pushed himself up against the wall. Blood ran down his face now. But he wasn't looking at Zix anymore. He was looking at the box. "Oh no," Jake whispered. "No, no, no. Please stay inside. Please." The growling got louder, louder. 2 pairs of yellow eyes glowed from the darkness inside the box. "What? What is that?" a cadet asked with fear. Jake looked up at Commander Zix. For the first time, the human showed emotion, but it wasn't fear. It wasn't anger. It was pity, sir, Jake said softly. "You just made them angry. They don't like it when someone hurts me." "Them?" Zix took a step back. "What are you talking about?" The box lid moved. Something was pushing it from inside. "Something strong, my cubs," Jake said. "They're still young, still learning. But when they think I'm in danger..." The growling became a snarl. Then another snarl. 2 different voices. 2 different creatures. The box lid flew open completely. Every alien in the training hall stepped back. Some ran for the doors. Commander Zix stood alone in the center, trying to understand what he was seeing. Jake closed his eyes and whispered, "I'm sorry for what happens next." The training hall lights flickered. In the shadows of the open box, something moved. Something with teeth. Something hungry. The cubs' 2 shapes jumped out of the box. They moved fast, very fast. Like gray lightning with fur. They were wolves. Young wolves from Earth. But even young, they were dangerous. Their teeth were white and sharp. Their claws clicked on the metal floor. Their yellow eyes burned with anger. Every alien in the training hall pressed against the walls. Some climbed on tables. Others hid behind equipment. They had never seen Earth predators before. The fear in their eyes was real. The wolf cubs stood between Jake and Commander Zix. They were not fully grown, maybe half the size of adult wolves. But their muscles moved under gray fur. Their heads stayed low, their lips pulled back to show all their teeth. "By the 7 moons," whispered Cadet Vorak, a bird-like Altarian. "Those are earth-hunting animals." Commander Zix took another step back. His 4 hands reached for his training weapon, a shock stick that could stun most species. "Don't," Jake shouted. He tried to stand, but his legs were weak from the hit. "Commander, if you touch that weapon, I can't stop them. They think you're a threat. They think you're hunting me." The larger cub, the male, moved forward. His paws made no sound, silent like death. His sister stayed near Jake, but her eyes never left Zix. "Control your pets, human," Zix shouted, but his voice shook. He was scared. "They're not pets," Jake said. He wiped blood from his mouth. "I need to tell you something. 3 years ago, Earth started Project Guardian." The male wolf growled deeper. He smelled Zix's fear. In the wild, fear meant prey. Jake kept talking, fast, trying to calm everyone. "Earth knew we were small, weak compared to other species, so they gave us partners. Every human soldier gets a companion when we turn 16. We raise them. We live with them. We become family," said a new voice from the door. Everyone turned. Admiral Chen walked in. She was an older human woman with gray hair and scars on her face. Behind her walked something that made even the wolves look small. It was a full-grown wolf, black as space, eyes like green fire. It was 3 times bigger than Jake's cubs. "Stand down, Shadow," Admiral Chen said softly. The giant wolf sat but kept watching. "Admiral," Commander Zix stood straighter. "This human brought dangerous animals into my training hall. This is against all rules." Admiral Chen looked at the blood on Jake's face, then at the cubs protecting him, then at Zix. "Commander, did you strike Cadet Miller? He wouldn't follow orders." Did you strike him?" Zix's purple face got darker. "Yes," the room got colder. Shadow, the Admiral's wolf, stood up. The cubs started moving again, circling Zix slowly, like sharks in water. "Then you have bigger problems," Admiral Chen said. "You just learned Earth's biggest secret." She walked to the center of the room. Every step was careful, controlled. For thousands of years, humans lived with wolves. We hunted together. We protected each other. We evolved together. When we came to space, we brought our oldest friends. Jake's cubs kept circling Zix, getting closer with each pass. The Guardian Protocol means this: every human soldier has bonded companions. When we're born, wolf cubs are born. We grow up together. We train together. We fight together. And when someone hurts one of us, the female cub snarled. Saliva dripped from her teeth. "They protect," Jake finished. "Commander, on Earth, wolves hunt in packs. Right now, my cubs see you as something that hurt their pack leader. Me, in their minds, you're either a threat to eliminate or what?" Zix asked. "Or food." The training hall was so quiet you could hear hearts beating. Alien hearts, human hearts, wolf hearts, all beating at different speeds. A small Yenti cadet in the corner raised her device. She was recording everything. In 1 hour, this video would spread across the galaxy. Every species would know what happened when you hit a human with Guardian companions. "Call them off," Zix demanded. "I'm your superior officer." Jake laughed. It was bitter, sad. "Sir, with respect, they don't care about rank. They care about family. And you made them watch their family bleed." The male cub stopped moving. He was right behind Zix now, waiting, hunting. Admiral Chen spoke again. "Commander Zix, you have 2 choices. Apologize to Cadet Miller for striking him, or deal with the consequences." "I don't apologize to inferior species," Zix shouted. "Wrong answer." The cub's growling got louder, louder. Jake tried to stand. "Please, Commander, just say sorry. They're still young. I can barely control them when they're calm. But when they're angry..." More humans entered the training hall. Each one had a companion. Bears, lions, eagles, even a giant snake. They all watched, waiting. The message was clear. Humanity was never alone. "This is insane," Zix screamed. "They're just animals." Shadow, the Admiral's wolf, made a sound. It was almost like laughing. Admiral Chen smiled. It was not a kind smile. "Commander, on Earth, humans are animals too. We just learned to work together better than others. Jake's male cub showed all his teeth. The female joined him. They were ready. Last chance, Jake said. His voice was tired. Apologize or I let go. Zix looked around. Every alien face showed fear. Not of him. Of the cubs. Of the humans. Of what came next. His pride fought with his survival instinct. Pride won. Never, Commander Zix said. Jake sighed. He looked at his cubs, his family, his protectors. Then he spoke one word. One simple word that changed everything. Hunt. The law the cubs moved like water. Fast, smooth, deadly. Commander Zix tried to run. But where could he go? The male cub cut left. The female cut right. They worked together like they shared one mind. Zix jumped onto a training platform. The cubs followed. He grabbed a metal pole. The cubs dodged it easily. They were playing with him. Like cats with a mouse. Stop them! Zix screamed. Someone help me! But nobody moved. Every alien watched in frozen fear. This was not their fight. The female cub bit Zix's uniform sleeve. She pulled hard. The fabric tore away. The male went for his boots. Not biting to hurt. Just enough to scare. Just enough to humiliate. Jake stood up slowly. He didn't call them back. Not yet. Admiral Chen's communication device started beeping. Then another. Then dozens. Every screen in the training hall lit up with the same message. Emergency Galactic Council meeting. The video is already spreading, the Yenti cadet whispered. Her small device had sent the recording everywhere. Millions of beings across the galaxy were watching Commander Zix run from Earth wolves. The male cub jumped. He landed on Zix's back. The commander fell face first onto the mat. The cub stood on him. Victory. The female joined her brother. They howled together. It was a sound that made everyone shiver. Enough, Jake said quietly. The cubs immediately jumped off Zix. They ran to Jake, tails wagging, happy, proud. They licked the blood from his face. Gentle now, loving, Commander Zix lay on the ground. His uniform was destroyed. His pride was broken. But he was alive. Not a single serious injury. The cubs had been perfect. They showed power without killing, fear without death. A hologram appeared in the center of the room. The Galactic Council. 12 species representatives sitting in a circle, and they all looked worried. Admiral Chen, the council leader, spoke. He was a Krellian like Zix. Explain this Guardian protocol immediately. Admiral Chen stood straight. Honored Council, what you see is Earth's military companion program. Every human soldier bonds with Earth predators from birth. This is outrageous, shouted the Varrock representative. You brought dangerous beasts into our peaceful academy. Peaceful? Jake laughed. He was still petting his cubs. Your peaceful commander just hit me twice. Where was peace then? The room went quiet. A new hologram appeared. Earth's representative, Ambassador Williams. Next to him sat 3 massive wolves. Adult guardian wolves. Each one bigger than a horse. Council, Ambassador Williams said calmly. Let me share some history. Earth has over 2 million species. Many are predators. For thousands of years, humans survived by doing something no other Earth species did. We made friends with our predators. One of his wolves yawned. Its teeth were as long as fingers. When humans joined the galaxy, we were called weak, small, prey. But we're not prey. We're pack leaders. And our pack is very, very large. The Cosmic representative spoke up. You're threatening us. No, we're educating you. The Guardian protocol is simple. Every human soldier pairs with a companion at age 16. We grow together, train together, fight together, die together. They feel our pain. We feel theirs. When you hurt one of us, you hurt both. Jake finished. Commander Zix finally stood up. His uniform hung in strips. His gray skin was pale with fear. This is madness, he shouted at the council. They set wild animals on me. This must be punished. The council leader looked tired. Commander Zix, did you strike the human cadet? Yes, but while he was following Earth military protocol, he wouldn't put down the box. The box that contained his registered Guardian companions? Zix went quiet. Admiral Chen pulled up a document on the main screen. According to Galactic Law, Section 47B, all species may follow their own military traditions as long as they don't harm others. Cadet Miller didn't harm anyone. He simply refused to abandon his companions. You, Commander, broke the law when you struck him. But the animals attacked me. Jake's female cub made a snorting sound, almost like she was laughing at him, did they? Admiral Chen asked. She played the video in slow motion. I see them protecting their pack member. I see them disabling a threat. But I don't see any bites that broke skin. No claws that caused wounds. They showed more control than you did, Commander. The council members whispered to each other. Finally, the leader spoke. This is our decision. The Guardian Protocol is legal under galactic law. Earth may continue this program. However, he paused. All Guardian companions must be registered. All partner species must understand what they are, and any attack on a human with companions will be considered an attack on multiple Earth citizens. Gasps filled the room. This changed everything. Furthermore, the council leader continued, Commander Zix, you are found guilty of assault on an allied species member. You will apologize formally or face military punishment. Zix's 4 hands made fists. His pride was fighting again. More humans entered the training hall. Not just soldiers, doctors with their companions, engineers with their companions, even cooks with their companions. Each animal was different. Bears, big cats, birds of prey, even some creatures aliens couldn't identify. The message was very clear. Humans were never alone. Ever. Zix started. He looked at Jake, at the cubs now sleeping by Jake's feet, at the hundreds of eyes watching him. I apologize, Cadet Miller, Jake nodded once. Accepted, sir. But everyone knew something had changed. The galaxy had learned a truth about humans. They weren't weak. They weren't prey. They were something much more dangerous. They were family. And their family had teeth. Another alarm started ringing. Not from the Academy. From outside. From ships in orbit. Admiral Chen checked her device. Her face went white. What is it? Jake asked. A hostile fleet just entered Earth space. 30 ships. They say, she paused. They say if Earth doesn't remove all guardian animals, they'll destroy our planet. Jake's cubs woke up. They sensed danger. Every companion in the room started growling. Shadow, the Admiral's giant wolf, stood up. He howled, long, loud, challenging. Jake looked at his cubs. They were so young, so small, but their eyes burned with purpose. They want to fight? Jake asked quietly. Admiral Chen smiled. It was a predator's smile. Then they just challenged the wrong pack. Every human in the room stood up. Every companion stood with them. The real test was about to begin. The resolution, the hostile fleet filled the screens. 30 massive warships, each one bigger than a city. Their leader appeared on the main display, General Krax of the hostile empire. His species looked like giant insects with black shells and red eyes. Humans. General Krax spoke with disgust. You dare to spread your filthy animals across the galaxy? Remove them all, or we burn Earth to ash. Every alien in the training hall backed away from the screens. The hostile empire had destroyed 12 planets. Nobody had ever beaten them. But the humans. They didn't move. They didn't shake. They stood with their companions, calm and ready. Jake picked up his cubs. They were so small in his arms. Admiral, permission to speak? Admiral Chen nodded. Jake faced the screen. Blood still on his face. Cubs in his arms. He looked weak, beaten, small. General Krax, Jake said. You want us to abandon our family? Animals are not family. Krax shouted. They are tools. Weapons, food. The male cub growled softly. Jake petted him quiet. Let me tell you a story, Jake said. 1 million years ago, humans were nothing. We had no claws, no poison, no shells. We should have died. But then we met wolves. He put the cubs down. They sat beside him, alert, watching. We shared food with wolves. We shared warmth. We shared hunting. And something magical happened. We both became stronger. Not through evolution. Through friendship? General Krax laughed. Friendship? You think friendship will stop plasma cannons? No, Jake smiled. But this might. Admiral Chen pressed a button. New images filled every screen. Not warships. Not weapons. Something else. Earth, but not just Earth. The forests of Earth, the oceans, the mountains, the deserts. And in each place, millions upon millions of animals. All looking up. All waiting. Every human on Earth has a companion. Admiral Chen explained. 7 billion humans. 7 billion guardians. But that's not all. The screens changed. Mars colonies, humans and companions. Moon bases, humans and companions. Space stations, humans and companions. Every human ship, every human world, everywhere humans went, their guardians went too. We have a saying on Earth, Jake continued. The strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. You're not threatening humans, General. You're threatening the pack. Commander Zix, his uniform still torn, stepped forward. Everyone stared at him. General Cracks, Zix said loud and clear. I am Commander Zix of the Krellian forces. 1 hour ago I made a mistake. I struck a human. Do you know what happened? He pointed at Jake's cubs. They tilted their heads watching him. Those small cubs, babies, defeated me without killing me. They showed more control, more intelligence, more mercy than I did. If baby wolves can do that, what do you think 7 billion adult guardians will do? The room went silent. General Crax's red eyes flickered. You defend these primitives? I defend the truth, Zix said. And the truth is we were wrong about humans. They're not weak because they need companions. They're strong because they can make companions out of predators. A new alert came through. Ships appearing near the hostile fleet, 1, 10, 100,000, but not warships. Transport ships, cargo ships, each one broadcasting the same signal. We carry guardians. You see, Ambassador Williams spoke from Earth. We don't need to fight you, General. We just need to open our cargo holds. The screens showed inside one ship. Thousands of wolves, another ship, bears, another eagles and hawks, another big cats. Ship after ship after ship, filled with Earth's predators, all bonded to humans, all ready to protect their family. This is impossible, General Crack screamed. Animals can't use technology. They can't fight in space. Jake laughed. It was genuine, happy. They don't need to. Each ship has one human pilot, one human to guide them. And when those ships reach yours, when our guardians board your vessels, well, have you ever tried to fight a bear in a small hallway? A wolf pack in your command center? Eagles in your ventilation systems? The female cub stood up. She walked to the center of the room. Such a small thing. But she held her head high, proud. She howled. Just once. Every companion in the academy answered. Wolves, bears, lions, birds, all howling, roaring, screeching together. The sound was deafening, terrifying, beautiful. Then, from the screens, from the ships around the hostile fleet, came more sounds. Millions of guardians answering the cub's call. The sound traveled through space, through technology, through fear itself. General Crax's fleet started moving. Not forward, backward, General, one of his officers asked on screen. Your orders? Crax looked at his screens, at the small human boy with blood on his face, at the tiny cubs by his feet, at the millions of guardians waiting. Retreat, General Crax said quietly. Then louder, full retreat now. The hostile fleet turned and ran. 30 warships that had destroyed planets, running from cargo ships full of Earth animals. The training hall erupted. Aliens cheering, humans hugging their companions. Even Commander Zix smiled, a small, embarrassed smile. Jake fell to his knees. The stress, the pain, everything hit at once. His cubs pressed against him, licking his face, whimpering with concern. I'm okay, he whispered to them. We're okay. Admiral Chen helped him stand. Cadet Miller, you just prevented a war. No, Admiral. Jake looked at his cubs. They did. They showed everyone what humans really are. And what are we? She asked. Jake thought for a moment. Around him, aliens and humans mixed. Talking, laughing. No more fear. No more separation. We're proof, he said. Proof that love is stronger than fear. That family is more than blood. That the smallest act of kindness, sharing food with a wild wolf 1,000,000 years ago, can change the universe. The male cub yawned. The female was already asleep. They were tired. They were young. They were perfect. Commander Zix approached slowly. Cadet Miller, Jake. I was wrong. May I? He hesitated. May I pet them? Jake smiled. Ask them, not me. Zix knelt down. He extended one gray hand slowly. The male cub sniffed it, then licked it. Permission granted. For the first time in his life, Commander Zix petted an earth wolf. His face showed wonder. So soft, so warm. I thought they would feel like weapons. They're not weapons, Jake said. They're friends who happen to have teeth. Later that night, Jake sat in his room. His cubs were bigger than this morning. They grew so fast. Soon they would be full size. Soon they would be terrifying to enemies. But right now, they were just sleepy puppies who had defended their boy. Computer, Jake said. Record message for Earth. Recording. This is Cadet Jake Miller. The Guardian Protocol worked. No violence, no deaths. Just truth. The galaxy knows who we are now. We're not conquerors. We're not warriors. We're partners. And our partners have teeth. He looked at his cubs. They were dreaming, paws twitching as they ran in their sleep. Tell every human with a guardian, you did it. You showed them that humans aren't strong because we conquered nature. We're strong because we made friends with it. And tell the cubs, the pups, the kids, all the young guardians, he smiled. Tell them they're good boys and girls. Every single one. The message ended. The room was quiet. Just a boy and his wolves sleeping peacefully. Outside, the stars shone bright. The galaxy was different now. Safer. Not because of weapons or threats, but because everyone learned a simple truth. Never touch a human's family and humans. Their family was bigger than anyone imagined. It included everyone and everything they loved, with very, very sharp teeth. The end.